It's a back-and-forth battle on the softball diamond at Deep Run as the Wildcats look for a little late-inning magic. Welcome to Sports Wire. I'm Will Catterley. This time of year, some of the most underrated television, in my opinion, is the NCAA softball tournament. And while the high school brand may not provide that same level of intensity every time, you can still see it play out on occasion. That was definitely the case when the Deep Run Wildcats played host to the Freeman Mavericks in a game that wouldn't be decided until the final innings. And the action would be fast and furious right from the get-go. Bottom one, no score. That's going to change because that dog will hunt. Base hit to right. Brooke back in black. Gets all the way to third base for a stand-up triple. It would lead to this. Swung on, and it's a base hit from Braylon Balser. Yes, sir. You haven't heard the last of Braylon. She would have a huge impact in this one. It's RBI base knock, 1-0 Wildcats. Looking for more is Deep Run Hope Tate, who was also excellent on the mound. Going to leg it out for a double. And now it's second and third for the Wildcats, which would lead to this. Line drive, base hit. Number 21, Sadie Hutchins drives home a run. 2-0 Wildcats after one. Top two, Hope Tate played great, but Freeman had a chance to get back in it. They draw the walk, does number 11, Riley Perks. You haven't heard the last of Riley Perks. That would lead to this. All the way to the wall, it's a shot to left by Kaylee Perks. And Kaylee Perks brings home Riley Perks, and things are percolating here in the second. Sister action, and it's a 2-1 ball game, but Hope Tate gets it going with the strikeout to limit the damage to just one run. Wildcats back at the plate, doing damage with the bats once again. Ella Polowitz setting the stage. Big time single and a fist pump to boot. And then that is high, ball 4. Balser takes first, and we got a gaggle of Wildcats on the base paths. Bases loaded would lead to this. Hope Tate. Ain't it great? It's a walk and an RBI. Wildcats add another run. They would have a 3-1 lead after 2 innings of play. And it would stay that way for a while because Tate, put this on your huddle reel. You're just going to have some strikeouts here. If you like strikeouts, watch this portion of Sports Wires. Get the strikeout there. Strike him out swinging. Yeah, Wildcats doing well in the circle. Hope Tate was great. Swing and a miss, strike 3. She got her. But Freeman was not done. Not by a long shot. Speaking of shots, Deep Run back at the plate. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Sadie Hutchins, have yourself a night, young lady. She gets the double, and yeah, would lead to this. That'll hunt. Emily Plank plasters that one to the wall. It's an RBI base knock for Plank. The double, and yup, another run for the Wildcats. They can celebrate. It's 4-1 after 5. But in the 6th, Freeman comes back. And how do they do it? Well, base runners. The walk, first and second, it would lead to this. Swung on and driven deep. Riley Perks pounces on one, and that ball will see ya next time. Riley Perks puts Freeman right back in the ball game. The 3-run shot gives Freeman a brand new game at a 4-4 tie, but bottom 6, Wildcats come right back. First, check out this great play from short. Are you kidding me? What a throw against the grain, going to her right. An amazing play, but this was an even bigger one. With a runner on, that ball hit high and deep. It'll see ya next time. Braylon Balser blasts one to left, and the Wildcats retake the lead at 6-4. Balser, huge hit in a huge spot, and the Wildcats not done. They get an insurance run on an RBI walk as Hope Tate crosses. 7-4 at that point, and that meant it was time for the Wildcats to shut the door, and guess who? Balser, unassisted, finishes the game defensively, provides the big plays offensively at the dish. Balser and the Cats get a big win at home. 7-4 is your fun.
I was just trying to be aggressive because my last at bat I wasn't. So It was a good feeling. I knew it was deep, and I knew that our team needed it in that moment.
How nice is a win like this getting ready for postseason play?
It's a nice team win.
Meanwhile, one of the better rivalries, particularly in baseball, was also playing out at Deep Run when the Wildcats hosted the Godwin Eagles. These two teams, for years, have entertained the fans with dramatic twists and turns, and in this one, there's a little extra juice for Godwin's starting pitcher Luke Smyers. You see, Smyers came into the Friday night battle just 13 strikeouts away from career number 300. So back to Deep Run High School we go. Will Frank on the mound. And for Deep Run, Godwin looking to provide some early run support for Luke Smyers and company. And they would do just that in the first of the double. And yeah, the Cobra Kai move, the, what do they call that? Old school karate kid, the crane. It would lead to this. Either way, an RBI base knock almost got him at home, but Matthew Hartsfield, who led off the game with the double, comes across scoring an RBI base knock, 1-0 Wildcats. You want Smyers on the mound? Yeah, well, he's a strikeout throwing machine. He gets strikeout number 1 of the 13 he needs to get to career number 300. Gets a strikeout here to boot. Nice play by the catcher, converting the strikeout because he didn't catch, so he had to complete the play throwing to first. Meanwhile, Frank settled down and played well. Godwin, though, still got their hitting shoes on. That would be a double for William Canfield, and yes, he can field. There's the crane again. And that would lead to this. How about Frank? Unassisted. Nice job fielding his position as well. Limiting the damage, Frank would be paramount for Deep Run to have a shot in this one. The whole Wildcat pitching staff would figure into this one at holding Godwin at bay, and they needed to because Smyers was dialed in. Strike him out, sit him down, and then later he's going to go ahead and get Connor Pappas as well, and then strike him out. He goes down swing, goes Connor Slosky. Frank back up at the dish. Godwin with a chance to add on. Number 13, Eli McTurk. Double. McTurk mashes one to right. Then this will work. That's just good fundamental baseball. Get a runner at third, hit a sacrifice fly, RBI. Godwin has a 2-0 lead, which when you have Smyers on the mound, feels like it's 4, 5, or 6-0. Will Frank, he doesn't care. He gets strike out. He pitched well himself. 2-0 through 3.5. Smyers back on the bump. Strike him out, sit him down, closing in on 300. Smyers again. Strike out, swinging, and completing the play at first base. Frank back at the dish. Godwin looking for more. They would have a chance in the later innings as this dog will hunt. It is a triple, or make that a double. 2 runners in scoring position. But what does Deep Run do? Well, Will Frank shuts the door. Gets Smyers, who could have helped himself there, swinging. High cheddar. More from Frank. How about a little defense? Third to first, gets out of damage without allowing a run, so still just down 2 after 4. More Smyers. More strikeouts. Number 13 goes down swinging. Smyers absolutely dealing in on the hands. Strike him out, sit him down, gets Pappas. We go to the 7th, still 2-0. A no-hitter goes bye-bye. That's right, Smyers had a no-hitter going into the 7th, but that disappeared on that base knock. Jacob Saunders puts an end to the no-hit bed, and then the next batter, number 1, Vincent Porcaro, places one into right, and now Wildcats have the winning run coming to the plate. They get the strikeout here. That's number 300, by the way, for Smyers, so congrats. But now they got runners at second and third with less than 2 outs. What does Smyers do? He gets a huge strikeout there. Streifler goes down, which sets it up for this. Connor Pappas. Time for a Sports Wire flashback. Just about 1 week ago, it was Connor Pappas who was the hero at home against Glen Allen when he got the walk-off 2 RBI single, and the Wildcats would win the game. Pappas with another chance. Smyers with a chance to shut the door. Who's going to get it done this time? Smyers deals, gets the strikeout swinging. He's pumped. They still have to throw to first to complete the strikeout. 14 Ks, only 2 hits allowed, and a member of the over 300 strikeout club. Smyers and the Eagles prevail. 2-0 is your final.
I mean, it's a pretty special thing. I've just been fortunate to stay healthy through my career and have the opportunity to throw in a lot of games and just, yeah. So.
Speaking of Godwin, we'll head over to the land of the Eagles when we come back. It's an instant classic in guys soccer when Hermitage comes calling, looking to spoil senior night for Mills Godwin in a game they have to have. Plus, J.R. Tucker guys soccer hopes to be in a celebratory mood when they face off with Highland Springs. Highlights are straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. To the pitch we go. It is senior night, guys soccer at Godwin. Godwin going into this one looking at a potential 2 seed, maybe 3 seed in the Region 5C playoffs, taking on Hermitage, who really needs to win out to make the postseason. This would be an instant classic on the pitch, no doubt. Early action first half. Godwin with a chance to strike first. Nice defense by Hermitage. You saw the great D by Godwin on the backside as well. And then Eagles another opportunity here. This one deflects off the defender. No harm, no foul for Hermitage. Meanwhile, Panthers looking to pounce early. A great ball in. And check it out, number 15 going in. Maybe gets away with a little shove of the defender, but he shoots and he scores. Goal! Elijah Stanton strikes. And Hermitage has a 1-0 lead with 13 minutes and change to go in the first half. Godwin, maybe they'd say they played a little sloppy. A really good chance for Hermitage here. Great job by the defender there, Dino Sadikovic, stopping that one. But then Hermitage strikes quickly again in the second half. He shoots, he scores. Number 9 this time doing the damage, Brylan Barrientos. And Barrientos gives the Panthers a 2-0 lead, a seemingly insurmountable score in soccer, except when you're playing the Godwin Eagles at home. A free kick, and Godwin's back in it. Late in the second half, number 27, he shoots, he scores. Derek Londory finds the back of the net, and just minutes later, the long throw in, and the header goes in. He shoots, he scores. Oh, captain, my captain, are you kidding me? Dino Sadikovic. I'm sorry I can't keep the camera steady because everybody, the home team crowd, they are jumping up and down. It's like a mini earthquake. And that's how Godwin arrived on the scene. We got a brand new game, 2-2. Until this happened, 5 minutes and change remaining. Hermitage inside. Nice save by the keeper. Somehow gets his mitt on it. Later, though, Hermitage with a corner. And you want an excellent highlight? From excellence! The name says it all! Excellent! Frederick knocks home the goal with his head. It's a 3-2 Hermitage lead. An excellent highlight and an excellent play from excellent. Frederick gives Hermitage a 3-2 lead with 5:40 to go. Godwin, still plenty of time, right? One of their last chances right here. Good ball, but the keeper was all over it. And Hermitage stuns Godwin on the road to keep their playoff hopes alive. Excellent Frederick and Hermitage get a huge road win. Final score, Panthers 3, Eagles 2.
We knew we could win the game. It's just one mistake. Scored the first goal, second mistake, the third goal, but we had more energy the last 10 minutes. Pressure, keep pressuring them, communicating, and with a corner kick, we're able to do that.
And one of the teams Hermitage will have to beat if they're going to make the playoffs, the home-standing Tucker Tigers. What a special season they've had. Over 13 seniors celebrated on senior night. Tucker will play Hermitage on Friday night. And that's not just a Cat Bowl rivalry. It has something extra to it for playoff seeding and maybe just making the playoffs overall. At home, taking on Highland Springs, who in their own rights had a really good season, above 500, and they would have the first opportunity. Sluggish in the box, defender balls going everywhere. Tucker makes a stand. Set pieces for the Tigers worked pretty good. It was a great opportunity there, but the header goes wide. No fear, Tucker fans. The attack was on. Check out the moves. Number 21, the pass. Great job by the keeper to get it out of harm's way. That was Ryland Sumner with the ball, number 21. You'll hear Sumner's name later, and you're going to see a lot more of this. Great pass and an excellent stop. The rebound, though, he shoots, he scores! The Tigers tally one early in the first half. Jamison Brown says, what can Brown do for you? Well, he can give the Tigers an early 1-0 lead. Later, Brown on the throw-in. More Tucker opportunities coming. And he just, boop, places the ball so perfectly. Pretty, oh so pretty. Number 11 does the damage. He shoots, he scores. It's Donnie Hernandez. And Hernandez has been doing this all year long. 2-0. Tucker still in the first half. Tigers on the prowl again. Great ball in, and then just nice skill here. And check it out. Boop! Fires, finds the back of the net. His second goal of the evening. Hernandez making this a happy senior night for the Tucker Tigers. He shoots, he scores, and Tucker would have a 3-0 lead. Now, Highland Springs did not just stay stuck in the defensive side. They had some attacking opportunities themselves. Nice save right there. And then check this out. The steal or the errant pass. Highland Springs. Springer's on a breakaway. And then he's going to fire it. And it hits. Bounces off the woodwork. What a chance for the Springers. It was not to be had. Denied by the woodwork. And then check this out. Another great chance for the Tigers right here. Kick, save, and a beaut. And they're going to keep it in here. And somehow, check this out. Highland Springs not out of danger yet. That one's knocked away. Nice job by the keeper there. Tigers, though, keeping the pressure on. Number 21, Ryan Sumner. Check out the footwork here. Gets the defender in the air and then fires a great pass in. And I don't know how that doesn't go in. Oh, my goodness. It goes everywhere but in the back of the net. Tigers, though, going to tally one more before the end of the half. Off the corner and the header. He shoots. He scores. That's the fourth goal in the opening stanza. And number 21 doing the damage, Ryland Sumner. They get the win. 6-0 is your final. Well, it's back to baseball when we come back. Tucker looks to tally a road win at John Marshall, plus Highland Springs tries to stick it to Hopewell on the softball diamond as their seniors go out in style. That's next.
This can't be happening.
This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire. To John Marshall High School we go. A little early afternoon baseball, well, early evening. Tucker taking on the Justices on the road. And the freshman phenom pitcher, only a freshman, Keller Jones, got a bright future. Couple runners on. Nice play by shortstop, too. Doubling up John Marshall. It was a 1-0 score, bottom one, when that occurred. And they kept John Marshall off the board. To the second we go. Swing and a miss, strike three. And like a lot of pitchers, especially at the high school level, Jones was great when he was in the strike zone. Not so hot when he wasn't. But for the most part, he was controlling and dictating the action, controlling those John Marshall hitters. Strike him out, sit him down. Strike three. Gets the strikeouts for the side to retire the entire side there. And then the bats got going for Tucker. That is hit far and deep to left center. Goes as a stand-up double for Russell Perkins, third baseman. and only a sophomore. That would lead to this. It's a base hit to right by number 11, Caleb Wood. And he doesn't just bring the wood, he brings the aluminum bat. That's an RBI single for Wood. It's now 2-0 Tucker. Later, Wood's going to steal second base. That's how you play the game the right way, and it would lead to this. Fortune smiles on Tucker. Can't be corralled and left. Good aluminum on that one, though. It'll go as a base knock and an RBI for number 15, Jamal Ferguson. So another run comes across the score, and Tigers still not done. That's going to find a hole in left all the way to the wall, and here comes number 17, Gabriel Garcia Cianci, as number 18, Cameron Watkins, gets his RBI single. Back to the mound for Mr. Keller Jones. Up 4-0. Tigers would keep that lead and never relinquish it. Jones, double-digit Ks on the evening for him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Tigers take care of business on the road. Nice road victory for them. 8-0 is your final. Back to the softball diamond we go, and back to the East End at Highland Springs Senior Night softball action. Number 24, one of 3 seniors honored on the evening. Congratulations to Elise Fleming and her teammates. A happy senior night, perhaps, if they could handle Hopewell. First inning, and yeah, it's Fleming on the mound. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. She can field her position well as well. Throws to first for the out. Hopewell, though, got some things going with their bats and with stealing bases. They take second there. There was a runner on third, so the double steal works to fruition, and the Blue Devils have an early 1-0 lead. That's when Fleming said, "That's enough out of you guys, out of you girls," I should say. She gets the out, doubles up the runner at first base. Nice job by Fleming to limit Hopewell to only 1 run. Meanwhile, the Springers bats, well, they were awakened. That dog will hunt. It's a base hit to left. And, yeah, Springers in business. Number 15 doing the honors on that one. Samantha Gathright was right. And there was a lot of this, too. Walks. Fleming takes one. And now you got a whole bunch of Springers. Bases loaded. Full of Springers. And the offense ready to spring. And that would work. Ball 4 gets away. Runner comes home to score. Actually, it's a wild pitch. Number 15 crosses the plate. They only got 1 run in that inning, but don't worry, they'll be back. There's plenty where that came from. The rise ball works wonders for Fleming. Strike him out, sit him down, high cheese. And they're going to get the out at second on the steal attempt. And, yeah, nice job by Gathright. Catcher got herself an arm, one of those seniors. And it would lead to this. Second inning was when, well, the dam kind of burst. Ball 4, another walk here, and usually when you walk the bases loaded, good things are going to happen for the offense. Bad things are going to happen to the defense. Well, that's just what transpired. Springers on the good end of this one. That is low and inside. Ball 4, run comes across to score. Springers now have a 2-1 lead, and they would add a whole lot more. This ball is hit high, it is far, it is deep. Hopewell's got a good center fielder, though. That's going to work as a sac fly. So a little station-to-station baseball, a little small ball. Play it right, 3-1. All right, you still with me? This ball is absolutely hammered. Number 14 gets some serious aluminum to that one. Ashlyn Porter pounces on one. RBI double. A couple runners come across the score, and they were not done. Number 1 hits it to center, and she can't quite get there. Ada Scott hits one for an RBI double of her own, and the hits just kept on coming. This time via number 3, Isabella Bowles battles that one in the center for a base knock and another RBI. The Springers would plate 12 in the second inning. That ball is thrown awry, so that run comes home. And it goes as an infield single or fielder's choice. Not sure exactly how they scored it. And then can't quite make the play at third. Another run comes across. Happy, happy senior night for Highland Springs as a ball was bouncing off their bats. That's going to go as an RBI base knock. 1 run scores. Here comes another. She'll score. It's the catcher again. And going to second base to boot. Springers win by 3 touchdowns. 24-3 your final. And last but certainly not least, let's head to Glen Allen High School for the largest signing day class, well, I've ever seen. Now, a lot of high schools have moved to this, where they wait till the end of the year and they have one big spring celebration for all the student athletes playing at the next level. Well, Glen Allen has 36 of them. That's right, 36 student athletes moving on to play at places like Christopher Newport, Boston University, all over the place, and running the gamut from football to field hockey to baseball to track to cross country. Congratulations to all the student athletes and their families.
I just want to thank all my teammates, my family, my friends, and my coaches, both for Glen Allen and for the Richmond Strikers.
Well, I just want to say thank you for being there. Thank you, Coach Vance. Thank you to all my friends, Riley, Sydney, my girls for 4 years. We had a great ride. I love you guys so much, and thank you again all for coming.
I'd like to thank all my teammates, my dad, all my coaches, especially Coach Brandon.
I'm going to Christopher Newport University for baseball. I'd like to thank all my teammates, especially Ben Pulliam. I'd like to thank my family, my sister, and Coach Jay, and just thank all of Glen Allen. So, thank you.
I just want to thank, for first, my parents, my mom, who is now my school coach, and then my club team, Commonwealth Girls Club, Coach P. Thank you for everything.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on X and watch episodes on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.